Hello, everyone. In this lecture, we will be discussing multi-chain. So, let us understand what is multi-chain and how it works. Multi-chain is an open platform to build blockchain applications, where you can install and launch your own blockchain and start interacting with using JSON RPC APIs. You can publish, retrieve, and verify data on the blockchain. In fact, you can also change the permissions to connect multiple nodes by letting anyone connect to the blockchain or only a certain number of people to connect to the blockchain. Basically, it is an extension of the Bitcoin core, which governs everything happening on the Bitcoin network. Multi-chain has actually taken a fork of the blockchain and customized it into a feature-rich new platform where you can launch a customized blockchain. So, multiple features have been added to make it useful for practical use cases, other than just the asset-based transaction, which is how the Bitcoin actually works. So you see, this is not just an asset-based transaction, it is much more than that. Multi-chain actually enables you to create a key-value pair as a database. Now, another very important feature in multi-chain is the stream, because using it, you can literally build anything. This can be done by replacing your traditional database like MySQL, SQL Server, or any other traditional database by multi-chain-based blockchain network. Multi-chain-based blockchain network allows permissions management, which are not part of the Bitcoin. We will discuss more on permissions in the coming slides. This multi-chain network can be controlled in a much better way by using data stream transactions, which helps you create segregated tables, like structure for your use case. You can usually visualize the database with a key-value pair system similar to NoSQL. It also has a native asset management system where you can create and send the assets from one place to another. In fact, you can create and execute the atomic and non-atomic transactions for exchange of assets. It has even added the round-robin mining and block signature concept, which was not there in Bitcoin. The peer-to-peer handshaking has been extended so they can define their own logic and algorithms to have a proper three-way acknowledgement system. This added layer on the existing peer-to-peer handshaking makes it very powerful and strong. Now let us have a look at the multi-chain website. This is the multi-chain website. As you can see, multi-chain helps an organization to rapidly build blockchain applications. Managed permissions, rapid deployment, unlimited assets, and data streams are the most powerful features of multi-chain. Now let us deep dive into permissions management. It provides full control of the network to the administrators and users, which lacks in the Bitcoin network. So there are 8 types of global permissions that you can set for a certain address or node. Starting with, you can decide who can connect to the particular node using the permissions feature. You can also set the permission to allow the sending of transactions and funds. This is done to ensure that only those who are allowed to send the transactions and funds sign the inputs, whereas only those who can receive them can verify the outputs. Now, the biggest privilege on a private blockchain is that it can be customized where certain permissions are given only to certain people, entities, or addresses based on the agreement or legal contracts you have signed and agreed to. Another type of permission is called an issue. It refers to whether someone is allowed to issue new and fresh assets or not. Issuing assets means that you are allowed to create assets on top of blockchain, similar to tokens in case of Ethereum. In private blockchain, the sent and received assets can be protected unless the owner of the address have the correct permission to view them. This means without any proper permissions, you won't be able to create streams and sign inputs of the transactions. In multi-chain, the foundation is based on transactions. That is why everything happens in the form of transactions. So whether you are giving or revoking permissions, it will happen in the form of transactions. Now, before we move further, we need to understand a few terms. Mining is whether someone is allowed to mine a block or not. Activate means if someone can change the send or receive permissions like an admin or sub-admin. Admin refers to the one who can change everything. Data streams. Now, coming on to data streams, which are a key feature of multi-chain. It offers data streams or shared immutable key value pair with time-based transactions. So time series database means that every key value pair is recorded into the system. Now, timestamping notarization and immutability is offered through blockchain by default, so it has actually become a time series of the databases allowing you to create any number of streams in the multi-chain. Out of this, each stream will have a key value pair, where one key can have multiple values, so you can publish the data with the same value of key multiple times. And this same data can also be published into the system multiple times. In simpler words, this converts the whole chain into a key value pair of database, giving you more power to build your application and making it much easier to build decentralized applications on top of blockchain. Each stream is an ordered list of items in which each item has one or more characteristics. Now, these items are digitally signed by one or more publishers who publish the item into the stream. The key for this should be between 0 to 255 bytes in length. Sometimes there is data which can reach many megabytes in size, which then has to be put in a hexadecimal string. This way, you can encode any data into a hexadecimal format for pushing it further. Information about the item's transaction and the block where the transaction or the item is stored is available in TXID, block hash, block time, etc. Further in this course, we will show you what streams look like and how to publish and retrieve the data from these streams. To sum it up, multi-chain is all about permissions management system, allowing you a greater control over implementing what you want. Please email your questions on hello@blockchain-council.org in case you have any queries. Thank you.